Today we're gonna review if a trailer is yes, it's, or if it's not. First up, we got Jeen-yuhs. It's been out for a minute now, and I've been watching the show, but I haven't seen the trailer, so I wanted to talk to you about it. So I brought it back so we could watch it together.
Man, I feel like it's a breath of fresh air.
Then we got my man Kanye.
Edited.
Tracks, man, hold on.
Cooley.
Well, I first put the camera on this up-and-coming producer back in '98.
Southtown made it down here, boy.
I knew he was destined for greatness.
This is Cootie right here. He shot all the footage.
The goal was to see how far his dreams would take him, but I had no idea where life would take us next.
Let me explain my side of it, though.
He gonna be one of the greats, trust me, the next greats. And what's fucked up is that when a nigga become great, people get hate. Screaming, Jesus!
And you need an angel to watch over you.
I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Ain't nobody never broke down. I got the answers, man.
Oh yeah. This show has been wild. Just seeing Kanye's life, like just seeing how he came up, just from Chicago, starting out as a producer, then to being the star that he is today. What makes this Netflix special so special is that we see a side of Kanye we don't really see.
It felt like the bigger Kanye got, the further we grew apart. But there was more to Kanye's story that I needed to tell.
I'm interested in why you believe all of this has happened.
I just think it was in God's plan. I think he just has me here for a reason, that I have something to say. It's people that might be better programmers, better rappers.
Eazy.
Where I think I really won is I had the heart. If I do what I'm supposed to do, people gonna look back like, man,
That's crazy.
remember dude used to just make beats for people?
I would like to congratulate you on the good job that you did with me.
I just thought it was the music. I didn't know.
Pharrell, the GOAT, the GOAT.
Y'all, this 21 years in the making.
Pharrell better than Kanye.
I'm not gonna say it's not a way I could fail, but hopefully with God's blessings, it shouldn't be no.
Kanye.
Really? Jeen-yuhs! I'm showing you this today because there's a lot going on. He just dropped a music video called Eazy. I'm not gonna play that. We're not gonna get into that. But what I will talk about is I think Kanye's life, there's something to learn from Kanye's life. We see literally through this documentary that they have about him, shot by Cooley, this man literally dropped everything that he was doing so that he could record Kanye's process to success. The beautiful thing about this Netflix special is we literally see Kanye being ignored again and again, seeking validation from his peers, seeking validation from people in the industry, yet he's continually being denied, like denied and denied and denied. That's interesting because we see him so vulnerable in this Netflix series. I've been watching it, dope series. I highly recommend it. It's actually hilarious too, man. Like this dude Kanye is really funny. It's hilarious. He's funny. It's pretty funny. So we see from that point to now where this man is releasing wild music videos. Now, I'm a big fan. I'm a big Kanye fan, but of that song, I'm not a big fan of the song because now this not gonna be. I'm not gonna bash him. This is something that I do not want to do in this channel. I don't want to bash nobody on this channel. I'm not gonna judge him, but I think there's things to learn because when I see Kanye in this new Eazy video, I really see a man hurting. Like I see a man hurting. When you think about all the rants, you think about all the social media putting his divorce on blast and all these different things with Kim Kardashian that we don't need to know. Like I think we see a man like hurting and seeking, fighting, trying to fight for a voice, trying to fight to be seen still, even with the influence that he has. What I really didn't like about that music video that he dropped was, if you've seen it, you know, but he literally uses Pete Davidson, which is his ex-wife's new boyfriend, and he's literally sending like kind of subliminal threats in it. And I think stuff like that is dangerous because it's just so passive aggressive. Like I think when we're upset, when we're angry, like this is coming from me. I'm a very passive aggressive person, but I think the danger in being passive aggressive that it festers and brews into hate. And I think what we can learn from Kanye is literally that in hard times and hard seasons, and it's easier said than done, instead of going to seeking revenge is not the answer, man. And I'm really passionate about this because it really does frustrate me because I see a man literally self-destroying. Now this man dropped. This man is so good at what he does. He's literally the best. One of the best is what he does producing. I'm not gonna say rapping, but I'm gonna say producing. If you actually go in the description, you'll actually see a place where you can donate, you can support if you'd like to support. So if anybody want to support down by subscribing, and while you're down there, go ahead and leave a donation for your boy. But yeah, man, I really do think though, like we see this man really hurting. I think in moments and situations like this, like this is why I love the Lord, because in hard seasons, he literally is a refuge. Gosh, it really saddens me because it shows me and I know people I always hear people on Ruslan say stuff like, he needs better community, and people saying Kanye needs better community, but this man literally is surrounded by believers, from Kirk Franklin to Pastor Rich Wilkerson, which is he's a pastor in this church in Florida. I love VU Church. Shout out VU Church. But I think there's still something deeper here. We can have all the community in the world, and if we don't have a personal relationship with the Lord, all that stuff can fall to the wayside. So I'm sure Kanye's not watching this, but if he was, I would just really encourage him to continue to pursue an intimate relationship with the Lord, that in this season, even though he's going through all this hard stuff, he don't need to involve everybody in his business. It's between him and God. It's funny because he's the main person to tell us to go find God. Man, it's hilarious. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that, man, for real, because it's really been on my heart. Just seeing, it's really been disheartening seeing that now he's officially divorced and all these different things, and how people are bashing and people have opinions and all these different things, and he's not making his case easier with all this stuff that he's putting out. He's really not. But situations like that, man. Kanye in the chat. Yeah, I think that's why the Lord is for him, man. When we're not seeking refuge and shelter in his arms, and instead seeking it in other things, even in our own craft and music and work, there's danger, man. It really is. So we need to stop seeking validation from the world, seeking validation from people, and instead putting that validation in the hands of our Creator himself. Let's keep moving. So we said this Kanye Jeen-yuhs thing was cool, but that new Eazy video, because I'm not even playing it because it was just wild. It was a big no. That Eazy video, nah, no. I just had to. I'm not even showing it. So I want to thank you for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you're going ahead and hit the subscription button and that bell, all right, so that you know what's going on. But right now, if you're still here, click. Hold up, click. All right, y'all. Love y'all.